Cell phones in prison. It's obvious that this is not nothing new or something secret now, due to all of these accounts and social media platforms that guys are exposing themselves. But I remember when I was incarcerated, when I was in prison, having a cell phone meant something. Having a cell phone in prison was not to be publicized. It was meant to be a secret, not what we're seeing. And having it in prison comes with it. It's like having a gift and a curse. Because on one hand, prisons or what goes on inside of prisons are now being exposed. It's kind of like the cops with the cameras, the recording cameras. At one time, we didn't or couldn't determine what led to the police shooting, but now that they got body cams that expose what police have been doing for years, just like prisons. Cell phones in prisons are now exposing what have been going on in prison for years without the public having access to it. Now they're giving the public access to what's really going on in prison. And that's why I say it's a gift and a curse. But I remember, man, when I was in prison, having a cell phone meant something. And it meant that you ain't sharing that information with nobody unless that individual was extremely tight and close with you. Because if you ever see the movie or the series, The Lord of the Rings, when Smeagol, that little ugly creature, whenever he was in the vicinity of that ring, he would go berserk trying to get that ring because of the perceived power that ring had. Lord of the Rings, man. He would go berserk every time he see, smell, touch, feel that ring. That's how the cell phones was, man, to individuals who couldn't get it. But when you got that cell phone, oh, you on top of the world. And the purpose of having cell phone, many purposes of it, but one particular purpose is to have some longevity, man. To have some longevity to do whatever you need to get done. And you try to do that as discreet as possible. Not what we're seeing today, man. And what type of message is that sending to these kids in the public, right? They're seeing these dudes with these cell phones. And if you think that you can be able to get in prison and get to a cell phone, it ain't that easy, Jack, because eventually they're going to start cracking down on it. And I remember at Greensville, they used to have a truck. They used to ride around the institution to detect cell phones or the cell phone blocker. But this thing that they got going on with these cell phones now is crazy. It's crazy, man. And it was never the intention. But the moral of this post is never